Hello guys, this is Nedmist and today's video is going to be a discussion about all the launchers which we have seen from the dual layer generation to the dynamite battle generation which we are experiencing right now. So we'll be going through all the launchers and reviewing them, like not all of them one by one, but most of which I have, and I have a lot of them. So this will be like a flashback or a journey, like how did the launchers improve over time. So the first launcher which we'll be talking about in today's video is going to be this Ripcord launcher. So as the name suggests, you have a launcher and there is a standard issue Ripcord. So this launcher was initially seen in the single layer starter sets which were released by Takara Tomy, and make no mistake, these launchers were good. They actually are quite smooth also, and there is a quite bit of grip also on them, so they are not very small. You can actually hold them, even though as you can see my hands are quite big. I am able to hold them and properly position myself to launch Beyblade. So these were quite good at that time. But if you now use these launchers to, let's say, launch Chozi or GT, that would be a really cruel thing to do for these launchers. So they were good for their generation, but as time improved, they were not. And the second problem with these kind of launchers are the internal mechanism gets worn out bit faster, as this is a launcher which mainly focuses on your manual strength rather than any sort of technical application of smart use of power. So I will be explaining that further in the video, so I suggest everyone that you watch this video very carefully. This video will also give you a good idea why string launchers are better compared to Ripcord launchers, and it's like my opinion that string launchers are better, but if you like give it a go, you also will accept what I'm trying to explain here in this video. So that will be done in further ahead of the video, but let's continue with the topic. This was a launcher which we saw. There was a left version also of this. I sadly don't have it. Then compared to these kind of launchers, we have a smaller version, that is the proto launchers. I don't have them because whichever proto launchers I had received from unboxings, I actually just threw them away. Some of the bladers are able to use proto launchers and get some spin out of it, but if you, let's say, want to attack with a proto launcher, it's not happening, right? Let's not be modest and give some credit to the proto launcher. The proto launchers are surely hell useless and completely absurd to use in a tournament. So that is why these ones are quite better than the proto ones. After that, we saw the start of string launchers. So string launchers came into two types, that is the left one and the right one separately. So this is a right string launcher, also known as a Bey launcher. So this one is a bit modified actually. I have changed the handle here and the body is the same, but they initially came with this kind of design and they were also quite good to hold. Actually a bit small for my comfort level, but any normal person with normal size hands can hold it and use it very easily. They were quite good, and the power output which you got from these launchers was tremendously high compared to the Ripcord launchers at half the strength actually. Yeah, really half the strength. You don't have to be a Hulk to pull a string launcher and get power out of it. So this was the Bey launcher right one, and this was the Bey launcher left one. This one specifically comes with the Longinus, I believe. I still have it from my Longinus, which I got from I believe it was I remember. It was from Sahil. Yeah, it was from Sahil. He is a Plastic Generation seller. So back in the day when Longinus had released, I had got one from him, and he was kind enough to like provide that to me. I still remember him. So thanks a lot, Sahil, for that. Just memory right now. It flashed in my mind. So getting back to the further improvements. After that, yes, in Chozi, I don't have it unboxed, but this was one launcher which we saw. This was the LR Bay launcher, which came with Chozi Achilles as a starter set, and this launcher was super good. So there was one more variation before this, which came separately. That one was, I believe it was Bay launcher LR, and the string of that launcher was a bit small. So it was not as long as this one, but it was quite powerful, and that launcher I sadly don't have, but the mechanism overall is same. So I will be showing you one other launcher which was released after this, and I'm sure everyone must be knowing which launcher I'm talking about. That is the Diabolus launcher, which I personally have been using like crazy from the GT generation and sparking as well. So whenever we have a tournament, these are like my go-to launchers. One is for right spin, one is for left spin. I personally don't like to change the spins in between battles, so I just keep one for left and one for right. They are really sturdy, and they are built in such a way that they are super durable. So I have been using mine. This is from the Diabolus Beyblade which I had got, and I'm still using it. And this one I had got later on separately. So they are like still working at 100%. You don't see any of the strings, the handles falling down. The strength is exactly same as when it came. The resistance is also quite less in this launcher, so I personally prefer less resistance. Some of you might differ and say we prefer more resistance, which gives us a feel while pulling the string, but I prefer these. The only downside to this launchers is as weight of the Beyblades are increasing, certain sparking Beyblades and DB especially, I do not suggest to like use these launchers competitively. Like 1 or 2 times at home is fine to play with or to have fun battles, but competitively don't use these launchers where you have to launch the DB Beyblades, for example, 15 to 20 and 30 times in a go. These launchers might not be able to handle that kind of weight, so please be aware of that. But yes, they are quite good for, you can say, 3/4 of the sparking, and below that they can handle everything like piece of cake. After that, we saw sparking launchers. So these launchers, my sparking left launcher is you can say a bit handicapped and defective one. I just got it like this only in a random lot, so I don't use them practically actually. And this one is from the Lucifer. This also I had got in a lot only, so they are, as you can see, this one is hell kind of handicapped. Yeah, Lula Langda kind of person. Anyways, getting back to the point, this had a gimmick which I don't know why would I have to show you guys, but maybe just for the sake of fun, they spark. That is why they are known as sparking launchers, and the entire generation is known as sparking. So the launchers were the only ones to actually follow the name literally as sparking, so the launchers are also sparking. So that doesn't happen with my left launcher, but as you can see, it works fine. It's not that bad. These launchers were quite good. I won't personally suggest buying sparking launchers, although I got a lot of orders for sparking launchers and I sold, I believe, 10-15 of them, but I personally don't see anyone like practically using these launchers, because this launchers had a lot of complaints of getting damaged and all. Even BBG had like the launcher broken down in 1 day approximately, and that is why I don't see anyone using these launchers. But although they are there in the generation line, so we have them. And then finally, now we have reached the DB generation. Before that, I have a personal question for you all, those who are still watching at 10-minute mark. I just wanted to ask everyone that when I speak during my videos, do you think that the way I speak is like the accent is Indian only, or it's a bit fake? Comment down below to let me know, those who have made to the 11-minute mark in this video, and definitely I would like to know about that, because it would be like a personal comment to me. So the question is that I just want to know the way I speak, it is as Indian English or it seems fake. So that's it, let's continue. And finally, the last generation, which is the DB. So in DB we have DB LR launchers. So this is the DB LR launcher. We have the normal launchers also, but let's be honest, I am going to tell you the reason, but let's go with the string launchers only. So the DB LR launcher, it costs a lot, and there is a good reason behind it. This launcher is really durable. One launcher, like this one launcher you purchasing, covers up all these launchers together. So this will be one launcher for all generations, all spins, no matter which one. That is why DB launcher is the best, and I suggest everyone, like, if you want to buy or get into Beyblades, try to at least get 2 of them, or minimum 1. It will basically safeguard all your playtimes, and if you use it properly, this will stay with you lifelong. Like, sure, this is very good. Like, if not the best, it is excellently built. I have checked it properly and it's really good. So that is the DB LR launcher, normal one. And then we have the expert Takara Tomy R&D department going a step further and making these kind of ones with the power core. This is basically the power core, so it gives us more resistance, and if there is more resistance, obviously indirectly you will be pulling more to get that entire feel out of the launcher, and therefore your spin also increases a lot. So that is DB launcher LR with a power core. It is basically used by Voltaway. I believe Drum also uses it. It is like they can just go and manufacture a 3-print stuff. And then finally you have this one with a power core, and I believe it has a bearing system also. I would just show it to you. So yeah, here you can see this one is the bearing system here inside, and just for comparison's sake, I have not seen anyone showing these things in the videos, so I just thought I would show you guys these things. So this is quite heavy compared to this one, and there is bearing. So the difference here is simply, there is no need to get into engineering or any sort of physics here. If you have bearing, even though if you pull the string ever so slightly, it's going to give you a lot of spin, because the friction is that less in bearing, and that is why you have ball bearing. So it is basically rolling friction acting, and if there is rolling friction, you will have a lot less resistance, and therefore the spin is going to be amplified that much. And mind you guys, a personal tip, when the launcher is in this kind of condition, do not pull the string. It is quite intriguing to pull the string at this moment, but please don't. You cannot, like, it's going to be really painful to like wind it back and all, so let's not do it. And that concludes all the reviews of all the launchers. Getting to the final point, guys, of this video. I know this video was to show you guys all the launchers till date, but the main reason to make this video was also to get you guys use string launchers. Not because I want to sell them, let's be honest, it's not because I want to make more sales. The main point is that ripcord launchers cannot give you that much strength, it is a mechanical thing. Like obviously all these launchers are mechanical only, but not mechanical. This goes on your muscular strength. If you are that strong, you can pull that strong, therefore your Beyblade can be that strong. But if you are not that strong, your Beyblade won't be that powerful. So to demonstrate, and I know people are not going to believe me, I'm just going to show you guys a small trick here. This is a stadium. Please don't judge me. It's not being cleaned, and I really don't have that kind of thing in me to clean the stadium and all. So anyone having any sort of OCD, please close your eyes for some time. My launcher got stuck here in the okay, that is way bad, huh? Yep. So take one, launch one, 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. That's the thing which you get with a string launcher. And trust me, even though I am quite thin, I have a lot of strength. So I'll give you one more thing. As you can see, the launcher has skipped now. And that only same thing with a string launcher. This one skips. I'll give you a DB one, just for the sake of fun. So those who are still on the 17-minute mark, you could see the difference. That's the power which you can get, and if you can master that power, all the battles, all the tournaments are like crazy fun, and you would definitely dominate them. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you found this video interesting as well as informative, and if you did, do like the video. We are very close to reaching 10,000 subscribers, and I know with all you guys together we can definitely reach 10,000 subscribers soon. So let it rip, and see you guys in the next video. Till that time, take care guys, and bye bye.